Hi, today we are going to start reviewing the LCI process. This is a learning tool for students who are in crisis. The purpose of this tool is to have students learn from their crisis. The first stage is called drain off. Its purpose is to allow students to drain off their emotions.
The key to drain off is active listening. Active listening works to understand the message and the point of view of the speaker, gives verbal feedback and nonverbal feedback through body language, suspends judgment until hearing the complete message. So during drain off of the LSCI process, you never judge a student for being upset. This is another little abbreviation called LISTEN to help you remember how to actively listen. Look at the person, get involved yourself, stay on target, test your understanding, evaluate the message, and neutralize your feelings. The point of drain off is to let the student release their emotions and to get to the point of going to the second step in the LSCI process called the timeline. You're going from an angry little child who's screaming at you to a child who's ready to
I am here to explain the next step in the LSCI process. This step is called timeline. Once a student has completely drained off, they can move on to timeline. Drain off can take a few minutes or a few days. During the timeline, this is where you gather the order of events that lead up to the student going into crisis. This timeline is the student's perspective. This is not the time to interject your point of view.
During the timeline, first ask questions that will lead the student into telling you what is going on. Start out with general questions like, tell me about your day. The next, make sure you only ask open questions so they can keep talking. You don't want to ask yes or no questions, they will then shut down. So you would ask a question, how did that make you feel when so-and-so did this? Encourage the student and restate what they are saying. So you're singing blah, 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 blah. So you have to make sure you are including those things to help them see that you're actively listening as well.